Alright, gentlemen, we are here. This is a clan war, Team Infinity versus Team Emanations. I have taken over the stream. Mist had to go, unfortunately. We have EmNWave versus SISCONimbo. Infinity's Nimbo is probably the better way to put it. EmNWave is in the bottom left, have Metropolis, and in the top right we have Nimbo, the Teal Protoss. This is a PVZ, as you can see, and we have the close by air spawns on the bottom right hand side of the map. It is not forced cross. Currently it is 3-1. Team Emanations is up against Infinity, and yeah, both players chatting it up a little bit here. We've got a little bit of an opening going on. I'll get all that boring stuff out of the way. Probes, pylons, overlords, and since there's been no 6 pool, there ain't nothing going to be exciting for a little bit here. I don't think we can tell them it is cross only, and looks like Nimbo's scouting in the wrong spot. Don't think he's played this map too much. You actually cannot spawn on the same side. GSL maps are not forced cross, but that's alright. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Yeah. Both players scouting out in their respective ways. Sending overlords, sending probes, and we got a force fast expand from Nimbo. Interesting pylon placement. This is a BSG, so I believe, or BSG only, no plats, so only bronze, silver, gold players. Nimbo is a gold level Protoss, and EmNWave, I believe, is I'm just gonna call him Wave, is probably gold level himself. I am actually not quite sure. Came into this a little bit late, a little trading of casters, trading of the stream. But making sure everything gets casted and running smooth. When in doubt, make a hatch. That is the Zerg strategy of life. No pull down, so it is a hatch first. Pull just started. Nimbo's starting a second pylon. Should see an expansion out of him pretty soon. He's waiting for the money there, it looks like. He can drop a cannon, but he'll probably just Nexus. Come on. Oh, he made another probe. No! I guess that's alright. And 14, 15, 16 probes. And the drone is going to sneak on in and see everything that's going on in the base, which is really nothing in all reality. It's kind of boring. Standard. As long as you haven't spawned any cheese. And Nimbo is starting a cannon rush down here. Did not see him build that pylon. Apologies for that. I'm usually on it. Spawning pool is just finishing up. And pulling the drones. They're going to be able to surround a decent amount of the cannon. Not sure why he canceled that. Not going to get the effectiveness he's going to want out of that. You can actually wall this off with two pylons, and a cannon. And he was going to transfer anyway, so no big deal. Thanks for the reminder. Fair enough. Cannon goes down. Gateway goes down. Nimbo's just got a scout pylon going on here. So both players up to 2 bases. We'll see if Wave decides to expand to the third. You actually would have to take down these rocks to make an easy path, but you can come in this back way, like a lot of Zergies do. I personally love this map. I think it's one of my favorites. Definitely one of the more interesting maps. It's my favorite of the GSL maps, in all honesty, but hey, I'm Protoss. I'd like to thank Emanations for coming out and playing with us. We always love to get active with our clan wars. We are very active in Infinity Gaming. You guys can check us out at infgaming.net. This is our B team. We do have an A team, and we're working on a Team Infinity, which would be an all-masters team to get ourselves going towards MLGs and that higher-end stuff. Start showing up to events. Nimbo's got himself an interesting wall. Pylons in the front. About a gap for a zealot right there. It looks like that is on the way. Hope it doesn't get squeezed in there. I hate when that happens. Wave finishes off that pylon. Both players just droning and probing. Zealot does manage to squeeze out there. That hold position micro. Wave spreading his overlords all around the map. Getting himself in position. Couple lings gonna move out. Probably grab these watchtowers and maybe check the front a little bit here. Scooting on across. Just gonna chill outside the base. All is well. Third base going down for Wave. Gonna go ahead and pick away these rocks, make it easy for him to defend, and he splits his lings out, leaves a couple at the ramp here. Nimbo's just got a couple zealots. +1 is almost finished. And the Robo goes down. Picking away, picking away. Everyone's just chilling back, playing casually. Looks like Nimbo's gonna go for that Robo for probably Immortals. Got a sentry on the way, help defend his front a bit. And Wave gets to scout some creep. Dat creep. 3 gateways are down for Nimbo, about half finished. His warp tech just about finished. And Immortal started immediately, followed by 2 gas and a pylon. On the Zergy front, third base almost finishing up. The Zergling metabolic boost just about done. Just 3 base. Roach Horn is done. No roaches out on the field. No need yet. Evo chamber going down. Starting that wall. I like that. Like to choke that off a little bit. Helps protect it from the Zergy. From the Zergy perspective. And there is the first Immortal, followed quickly by a second Immortal being chrono boosted. That +1 armor on the way as well, followed by 6 gates. So we're going to probably see that 6 gate Immortal Sentry all in, and warping in sentries to confirm that. So we'll see how this works out for Nimbo. Once again, we are 3-1. Emanations is in the lead. So Nimbo needs to get Infinity back up to speed, win the next couple, and get ourselves in a better position. Second Immortal out, third one on the way, promptly followed. Wave is just making a few roaches here. Got a decent little defense going on. It is the 10-minute mark. Most Immortal Sentries have moved out by then. But that is okay. It is all about relative timing. I would say he's still not in a too bad of a position. Chrono boosting. What is he chrono boosting? Chrono boosting that +1 armor. And here comes the third Immortal Warp Prism queued up right behind it. This is that Parting Sentry all in. A few too many Stalkers for that standard play, but everybody adjusts it in their own manner. And he's going to be able to prevent this from being scouted, I think. Yeah, and Robo is invisible to Wave, although with the push, I'm sure these Zerglings will spot it. He's going to set himself up nicely to see anything coming down the pipeline. A few more roaches in production. Got melee, missile attacks on the way, as well as Zerg Carapace. And Wave should now know that the Immortal Sentry push is coming. If not, then now, as he does see this with everything. Repositioning the Zerglings, and this is the way to defend this. Roaches are going to take down this. This is a lot of roaches. It's going to come down to a really good micro battle here. Not sure if Nimbo has enough to pull this off. He's going to need some clutch force field. Stalkers out in front, a little too far. Nimbo is definitely behind in the food supply, and it looks like he's just going to pull back and take a third himself. Not feeling like he can take that out. That is fine. EmNWave did build quite a bit of units. He is up to 55 drones, but 40 Zerglings, 26 Roaches, which is probably more than enough to defend the 3 Immortals, 8 Zealots, 11 Stalkers, and 4 Sentries from Nimbo. Not quite the Sentry count he wanted, but the Stalkers will help with the Roaches. Zealots to the Zerglings, and Nimbo is going to drop his Stargate. And a Twilight Council, about half done. Second Forge, he's going to start pumping double upgrades. Grabbing that third. About 60 supply in the negative for Nimbo, so Wave will probably be making a full push soon. See that Warp Prism going into the main base. Couple Spine Crawlers positioned as if ready for this. Probably saw it with the Overlords. And here comes Nimbo. Looking to do some damage in the mineral line, but that is a ton of spines. Cannot get the sentry over there to force field the ramp. Nice transfuse. Gonna save one. See if it saves the other. And one spine crawler does go down, but definitely not cost effective for Nimbo. Although it did pull Wave into action, pulling out of position. Although that is not capitalized on by Nimbo. Quite alright. He's buying himself time for this Nexus, which Wave does know about, with his awesome Overlord positioning. Yeah, ZVP. I could pretty much cast this blind. Mortal Sentry into, oh my god, a crap ton of roaches, and Zerglings to defend. Well, crap, that didn't work. I'll take a third, probably get some Colossi, double upgrades. Here comes the Robo Bay, working on a fleet beacon as well. A little odd, but Mama ships are good. I like the Mama ship. And here comes a push from our Zergy fellow. 179 food to 130. And, oh, he's a little out of position there. Might get surrounded, and there's no sentries to finish. Force field off the Immortals. Immortals are going to get picked off very quickly before the roaches even get there. And the sentries caught behind. Guardian Shield not really doing much. Very nice force fields. Wave just steps right through him. There is a gap, nicely walled off, but this is still a nice concave for Wave. He's getting a lot of shots off. Being able to force field a few more times, but this is such a concave. Doing tons of damage. Going to clean up all of Nimbo's units, and this is probably going to be GG. And Nimbo leaves. Good game.
Replay saved.